first story now, an armed military man on Thursday had to rescue staff of the Northern Electricity Distribution Company after they were locked up at the University for Development Studies City campus near Tamale Technical University. According to NEDCO staff, the university owes more than 400,000 cedis in electricity bills. NEDCO then decided to change the school's postpaid meter and replace it with a prepaid meter. Thus, workers were deployed to disconnect the institution. Here's NEDCO's loss control supervisor, Samuel Kumi, recounting the incident.
To come and disconnect the institution. They are owing as much as 447,000.
Which institution?
The UDS City Campus at Tripoli. So when we came, we identified ourselves and we told them why we are here. They refused us to carry out the disconnection. So I gave instruction to my people that they should disconnect. Upon the disconnection, the security man and the staff gave instructions that the car should not move out, so they should lock us inside. Even they should not allow us to go out until we reconnect them. So that's why we are here. That's why we are still here. That's the car. They said they will not allow the car to move. That's the gate. They said they will not allow us to move. So as you can see, they are still locking the gate. They said they will not allow us to go out with the car.
So you call in the military? I
call in management, and management call the military. Actually, we do monitoring with the military. So it's not like the military were there. There's an agreement that anytime we are doing monitoring, the military should work with us. So it's an exercise that we are doing.
Okay.
So when the issue happens, we have to call for reinforcement. As you can see, they are not even allowing us to move the car. As you can see, this is simple disconnection. And look at the risk involved. And this is a government institution. Can you imagine what will happen if it is individual homes? It's going to be worse.
Well, the institution, meanwhile, remains disconnected until it pays some part of the debt. Now, next story, the Ghana Armed Forces says members of its Operation Gongon team working to restore calm around the Boku area this week neutralized some 6 persons who were fomenting trouble in the area. This comes days after the Member of Parliament for Boku, Mahama Yariga, revealed that 8 civilians were allegedly murdered by persons believed to be from the military. According to the Ghana Armed Forces, their men were engaged in a shootout with hooded gunmen after receiving information of an attack on a bus on the Boku Highway. Meanwhile, Stephen Yakubu believes the new strategies agreed on by the Regional Security Council will return calm to the area.
RESEC meetings are meetings that we meet regularly to review the security situation in the region and to take decisions as to how we can keep the region safe. So it's one of those meetings. But Boku issue came in because, you know, our hotspot now is the jihadis in the region, the jihadis across the border, and also the Boko problems. So those are the things that we discuss. Of course, there are security matters, and I can't tell you what we discussed. It's very sad that people have lost their lives. It's something that RESEC, we want to know what really happened. And we are going to. I also want to say that this troubles in Boko is taking too long. We have been doing our best to make sure that there is peace in Boko. The Interior Minister, the Minister for Defense, CDS, and all the big people, IGP, we're all here for us to see if we can prepare peace. And I think it lasted for a bit, and then it started all over again. If you sit down and you think about it, you really don't know the reason why it is getting this way. And I think that probably there are also criminality in it. There's politics in it, criminality in it. People have their own reasons why they probably don't want this to end. So I want to appeal through this medium that, look, let's give peace a chance, because Boko is virtually dying.
We've got updates on this later on the show, but the governing New Patriotic Party is yet to announce the date and modalities in terms of electing its flag bearer and parliamentary candidates ahead of the 2024 elections. After a series of meetings, the party says it will broaden consultations until it reaches an acceptable decision. Kukwa Asante of our political desk now reports.
The president, his vice, and all who matter within the NPP met and deliberated for hours, but still could not come to a conclusion on a date to elect the new flag bearer. Joy News understands there are entrenched views within the party relating to whether or not the party must hold an early Congress. General Secretary of the NPP, Justin Frimpong Kodria, told journalists the party will continue consulting until the decision is arrived at.
From steering committee through to National Executive Committee and National Council, it has been resolved that as a party we need to do further consultation on the timelines for the presidential and parliamentary elections, and within the possible shortest time we will come out with the timelines for our presidential and parliamentary elections.
Among others, the party was expected to announce modalities for its superdelegate conference if there are more than 5 aspirants. But this decision as well could not be taken. The Alan Chematin campaign is not too pleased with the delay. One of the big decisions the New Patriotic Party have to take now is when it will elect its flag bearer ahead of that 2024 election. Indeed, after about 6 hours of meeting here at the Alisa Hotel, in which the president, the vice president, members of parliament, key stakeholders of the NPP were involved, the party could not reach a consensus to decide on when it will elect its flag bearer. Already Alan Chematin and other hopefuls are already on the road campaigning to get that NPP top job. But according to party officials, no agreement has been reached, and because of this, more consultation has to take place. Our understanding is that there is currently 2 schools of thought within the NPP. One, where the section led by the president, Akakpo, saying that if you elect a new flag bearer now, that will take away the spotlight, the power and everything from the president, whilst the other school of thought that says that let us allow the flag bearer early enough to give us enough time to campaign. Reporting for Joy News, Kukwa Asante, Alisa Hotel.
Well, the campaign team of Alan Chematin is asking supporters of the party to ignore any polls that project Vice President Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia as the winner of the NPP's presidential primaries. Spokesperson Yawabina Samoa is urging Dr. Bawumia to dissociate himself from the polls.
Some market women at the racecourse market singing and dancing to welcome Alan Chematin. Spokesperson for the market, Michael Amponsa, declared the support of the traders for the NPP flag bearer hopeful. He says, we supported President Akakpo here at the Central Market. We are the king makers. We are giving you all our support and blessings. We will pick your nomination forms for you when the time comes. We know you do not engage in politics of insults. We will urge you to continue on that path. All the market women here support you, he said.
Nefaye wamanyosem na nyamia oboss ro boss aseno ni nshira ode be ma no eso papa ti esra wadaroma edwa ha ma nyina yetawachi.
One of the market queen mothers, Grace Ej Darkun, says they will lead Alan Chematin to pick his nomination forms when the time comes. We do not have the money, but help us to pick the nomination form for you. We want to prove our love to you, she said. Another leader, Nana Yafowa, says Alan Tremantin is their only hope.
No vote.
She says, you have our support. Do not worry. You will win and become the flag bearer. Speaking in a meeting with Ashanti Regional Chief Imam and others, flag bearer hopeful Alan Tremantin said he appeals to the people of the Volta region. He says they see him as a friend and a brother. He says that is crucial for the NPP to increase its votes in the Volta region during the general elections in 2024.
Ansana yebetumi win power. NPP. You need a candidate. Ashanti region ye base no obetumi about 80%. So when your candidate,
he says, before the NPP can win power, we need a candidate who can win about 80% of the votes in the Ashanti region. If we do not get a candidate who can garner that, then the battle will be difficult. You know, these are very difficult financial times. So you need someone who can consolidate your base whilst also increasing your votes in the Volta region, which is the stronghold of the NDC.
Now we can NDC war.
The people of the Volta region have taken me as their son or friend. So let's think about this carefully. You need to choose someone who can help the NPP stay in government.
The contest is not between us. It's about the contest between NPP and NDC. Obetimi atitumi ama MPP ni akabe mu sebe nyoma ya hye nyina no ankofa ban fuframba ama oma meka se omonto aso eno ne madisia.
Well, from there, let's return to Accra, and the Mayor, Elizabeth Saki, is calling on corporate bodies to help the Assembly renovate some dilapidated basic schools in Accra. The Mayor has been inspecting some projects across the metropolis. James Kwesi has more.
Last few days, we have seen stories of the very sorry state of some schools in the rural areas of the country. Apparently, the problem is not limited to the hinterland. It is rife in the heart of the national capital as well. Here at the Mamprobi Simpe Junior High School, comprising the Simpe 1 Basic School, Mamprobi, Ebenezer 4 JHS, and Simpe 2 JHS. The school looks pale with dusty, rusty roofing sheet which leaks profusely anytime it rains. The buildings here are hanging on limping exposed pillars which threaten to fall anytime soon. School authorities say they have to seek asylum in this never completing Get Fund building. That's not all. The school is also exposed to the public as almost half of the fence walls housing the school already gone. The remaining wall is also on the verge of collapsing. The school currently does not have any washroom for both teachers and pupils. But the Mayor of Accra, Elizabeth Saki, says an ongoing washroom project will soon be completed to resolve the challenge.
I'm happy to see the wash project being almost, I think we've had about 80% of the work done, which is a good initiative, and it's a good plus to the Minister for seeing to it that this is being done. The
situation is not different at the Mamprobi North 1 Basic School. Among several of the problems is the absence of a computer library for the hundreds of pupils. The headmistress of the school, Rita Oseajiman, highlights some of the challenges.
The major one I will mention of is a roofing system. You see, it's an iron used amidst the breeze. So corrosion has taken place and we have holes in all over the place. When it rains, the rain comes directly into the classrooms, which affects learning. When it starts raining, we have to close up and go home. This has affected almost everything in the school. The electricals are affected, the ceilings are off. And to add to it, our computer lab, we cannot use it because the effects is on the electricals too. If you don't take care, it will cause a very big problem to the children. So these are some of the problems And all the woodworks in the school, due to the rains, they are all peeling off. So these are some of the challenges. We can't use our cupboards because they are all off. The wood, everything is off from the cupboard. We have some in good shape, which we can use. Even last term, a company came to donate 5 brand new computers. We cannot mount them due to this problem. So some are in good shape. If the place is in session, we can have some to use. Yeah. You're welcome.
Addressing these infrastructure challenges, the mayor, Elizabeth Saki, promised that the assembly is looking for resources to fix them, as she appealed to corporate Ghana to come on board.
And then I also want to plead with all the corporate entities, thank you, that's it, the corporate entities, so that at least they can come on with their social responsibility, which I believe strongly that will help to enhance all that we have seen.
The tour resumes next week to check on the state of roads in Accra. James Kwesi Aveji's report for Joy News.
And it's a wrap for the news. Stay with us. The news review up next.